Fast in this digital world, so much so that a growing number of businesses will not even accept cash anymore.
Yeah, they are starting to set up reverse ATMs that quickly turns cash into a prepaid debit card to be used on the fly. And Dre Clark explains from New York City. Dre, I've never heard of this. Mitch has never heard of this. What's it about?
Yeah. They never heard of that kind of machine, that reverse ATM machine. But the prophet's been talking about this for decades, right? And even the people, in the old days also, all time, they knew about those prophecies coming up, right? So, Revelation 13, verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead, and that no man may buy or sell save he that has the mark, right? Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man. It is a number of a man, and that number is 600 right? So this number that is talking, it's all in the barcode system, all the scanning system, all that stuff, right? But besides that, it is a number of a man. It's not the number of the, like the spiritual the spiritual Satan, right? Spiritual spirit Satan. No, it is a number of a spiritual or materialistic man in this world. Number of a man. It's not only about the spiritual aspect of it, it's also the physical aspect of that name.
I never heard of it either until I read about it last night. It's relatively new, but it's slowly but surely catching on. Cash is really still king, but reverse ATMs are definitely the way of the future as more businesses look for ways to go cashless. Here at Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, they already have machines inside the arena that can actually convert your cash into a debit card here. Now, here you can see exactly how it works. You load money into a kiosk like you see here, and within seconds, you can get a receipt confirming your conversion and a prepaid active card. Many of the...
See? So this prophecy is so true that they're even willing to take your money. They have a machine set up to take your money and to give you some kind of, Visa or MasterCard, whatever card they want to give you. They give it to you just so you don't have that money in circulation anymore. So, like, people that works like under the table, all those kind of stuff, they do their little business on the side. You won't be able to do that anymore. It's all cut off, right? Okay, let's go to Habakkuk 2 verse 3. For the vision await for an appointed time, for at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will not tarry. It shall surely come. See? So it is what it is at the end of the day, Though it tarry, wait for it, it shall surely come. Because a lot of people think that some people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially prophets, I've always, like encountered those kind of people that they tell you that, especially women tells you that, look, all those things that you guys been talking about, look, nothing have changed so much. Nothing have changed. So they mock the prophets. They mock the prophets because the prophecies did not come to pass as the time that they wish that the prophecy should come to pass. But we know that it's not about what we want, it's about the will of the Lord, not about the will of the man. The man is nothing, right? Make any man a liar, but the Lord will always be true.
Prepaid cards are either MasterCard or Visa, and you can use them anywhere where those cards are accepted. Some kiosks may actually charge you a $5 fee for the card. Meanwhile, amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and many professional sports venues are already using the cash to card kiosks, and you'll start seeing more of them in airports and on college campuses. Business.
But how come so many people of this world, they can see all this thing happening in front of them, and they just doesn't matter, it's all good, it's okay, it's all for the better, the better is yet to come, all that kind of stuff, right? Nonsense. But how come the prophets, the elect, the apostles, the elders, how come they know that the true aspect of things, which is the will of the Lord, the real will of the Lord? Because many people think that the will of the Lord is to just come here and bring peace to everybody and everything, but is it really the real will of the Lord? No, right? We know that it's gonna come with great anger, because the iniquity of this world have reached up into heavens, right? Let's go to Isaiah 42 verse 9. Behold, the former things have come to pass, and new things now I've declared. Before they spring forth, I'll tell you of them. See, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So anything that's new, that's gonna come, the real prophets of the Lord will know of them. The people that are chosen to know, because it is not given to everybody to know that, the mystery of the Lord, right? Because a lot of them are just blinded to the situation of this world. That's all.
Owners say they like the kiosk because it helps prevent theft and robberies, and it stops the spread of germs that can really be found on a lot of money that's downright dirty. Now, many people started going cashless during the pandemic because they did not want to touch money and coins, fearing they could contract the virus. Meanwhile, cities across the country like San Francisco, DC, Philly, and New York, they actually have bans on cashless businesses. So business owners, by law, cannot refuse to accept any cash from a customer. Also, get this, the FDIC says up to 5% of U.S. households, or 6 million Americans, are considered unbanked. That means they don't have either a checking or savings account. They prefer to deal in strictly cash. So yeah, guys, it's relatively new, but here in New York City and other places around.
See, it's relatively new, but this concept has been there for at least 2,000 years, right? That, like the end was going to come, and also, the mark of the beast would be revealed in the end days. It would not be revealed like before, it would be revealed right at the end days. So that's why we know that we are at the end days right now, right? Hebrews 10 verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back into perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of soul. How do we believe into the saving of soul? Is that, how can you draw back? Draw back is when you leave, you let the Spirit live in you. And we all have those times that the Spirit is high up on us, and sometimes the Spirit is lower, because, and most of the time it's because of our own choices, because of our own wickedness. So if we draw back, for our, it's like a security guard drawing back from his position, so there's not gonna be any security at that position that is supposed to be, right? So a prophet's drawing back from his position, is not doing his work, not keeping the faith, not prophesying, all that stuff. So we have to keep on, doing the best we can to please the Lord. This is very, very important, right? Okay, last scripture I'm gonna bring back. But the only thing is that we can see that those prophecies are just coming into play. So people that has a lot of cash in the bank and everything and stuff, your money is not secure. People that believe in the riches that they have and everything, your riches will not save you. People that they will give everything just to have to keep their resources and everything, you shall not love your life unto death. It's not gonna save you, right? So the last scripture I'm gonna bring is bear with me a second. Take okay. The scripture is Revelation 3 verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? That no man take thy crown. So we have to keep on doing all the effort that we can to stay in the spirit, and also listen to lessons, do lessons, and keep on prophesying, and be circumspect. Have an eye on the situation that's happening all among us, and keep the eye of the Lord, the vision of the Lord ahead of us, and not the vision of the world. Do not walk, to the way that this world is walking, but the way that the Lord wants us to walk. Call hello, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Wakakadash. Double unto the apostle of great millstone that teaches the truth. Much love and appreciation to all that can preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopeful elect.